Hello YouTube, welcome back to another Alliance War video. So this time it's 1 with 3 for the season and we've come up against Salty. Now I know a few people in Salty, so shout out to them, especially people like Ave and stuff. The boy from GT who got his 10 times War Champ title, so congratulations again to him. There's a few others there too, but you know, I have to give a special shout out to my boy Ave. So here we're going to be going in with the team of White Magneto, Dr. Doom and Nimrod. And the fact that White Magneto for me still isn't duped is so frustrating. I don't know why, it just bugs me so much that I just haven't been able. It's so many Fiji crystal pulls, so many other pulls, so many so many mutant crystals, still don't have him duped. It's so weird. But anyway, I'm going to use him first off for this Mole Man. So not quite sure what happened there clicking on that profile, but we get past it. So I was just checking to make sure the global node and just reread it quickly, as White Magneto is not going to counter that in any way. So I'm going to boost up here, do my section 1 fights, and unlike the Follow War, this time I will actually go to bed and then come back to do section 2. So you will see me just boost for these first 2 fights, and then I will boost again in the second part of the video for section 2 and then 1 mini boss fight. So we're going to come into this here, and I think I popped the Involn in case he goes for a big special free. I'm pretty sure I do. I know I'm definitely thinking about it. Yeah, I do. So here, I wasn't given this in the notes or anything, but just decided that I would use some mutant power back boost, because it's always a bit better with White Magneto when you're hitting a nice decent special 2 number and you get quite a bit of power back. So yes, White Magneto against Mole Man here. Again, talking about the signature ability of White Magneto, had I had the dupe, it would put me then back to having 6 charges at the end of this. So technically it'd be like using a pre-fight just to gain the pre-fight back to put on another fight. And it would also enhance my my prowess as that going forward if I was to use him in another fight, but I don't. Anyway, I've digressed slightly, so I'm going to bait this special 2 out in a second from Mole Man. Again, I've got no concerns if he goes to special 3, and again, well, not again, but I choose to do that here just because I have the Involn. I'm not bothered. Trying to bait out the other specials is probably going to take as long as what the special 3 animation does. Realistically, it'll now push him into frenzy, so I'm again not concerned. He's not going to shrug anything off when he's in frenzy anyway. There I actually reparried but didn't think I had, so I was quite happy to back away and just let that be nothing. You're going to see now throw the special 2, and he's dead. Rank 3 White Magneto still having uses, yeah, pretty solid. Yeah, so you can see here now I end up on 5 charges. Again, if he was duped I would have had 6, but it's just unfortunate. So now I'm going to go into this fight with Dr. Doom. However, and one huge tip that I want to give everybody doing Alliance War at any level is if you apply any pre-fights, back out to the main screen if you have time on your boost, and just make sure they've been applied, because there's so many times that people don't get to apply them, the game doesn't register it, and it just becomes a menace. Anyway, this fight here is the heavy hitter node in section 1. So whenever he goes for a heavy attack, he will be unstoppable. So I just need to remember that. Here, I take the first bits of the special 1 to the blocks to cover myself and be ready. Again, Doom kind of gives me that free chance to knock down from the shock stun. And I actually dex a special 1 from Nova. So in the comments, I'd really appreciate it if you could just wish me like congratulations on actually dexing Nova's special 1. I'd appreciate that, because I know at the time I did it and I was like, oh, I must be getting better at this, because I could not do that for my life for a long time. I don't know why. He was just one of them weird bogey champions that I had. Anyway, I did the Nova, that was fine, no bother. Gonna place the pre-fight onto Kitty Pryde here. Now I did consider stealing this fight, 100% will be transparent and honest about this. Did consider stealing this fight, just because me and somebody else was assigned Nimrod to it, and I also had Nimrod. But I let them do it. That was the plan. That was the assignment. We'll go for the plan. And that way I can't die to a fight I don't do either, which is pretty good. So now we're going to go on to path 4 in section 2. So there is a Toad here, and he is a global defender. There is a Null here that we've done many times with Dr. Doom. And then I'm going to go on to, like I said, Mini Boss Island, which is going to be node 48, Sasquatch. Now I'll talk about Sasquatch a little bit closer to the time when we get there. But right now we've got this Toad and this Null. So plan of action is just go crazy with Nimrod. Now if I was pushing for top spot or whatever in war, and I was being a little bit more concerned, I would apply the Recall Masteries here and just let Nimrod's damage go crazy. But that's not a big concern to me. I have to deal with Toad every day in Alliance Quest and map 8, and he has to be one of the most annoying champions just because of the node combos. But we don't have that problem in here in Alliance War. He's already dead in 20 seconds. So yeah, it's pretty nice. We can take that. If we could average that over a few fights, it'd be nice. We'd be able to use that Power Start 1 for a lot longer. Anyway, Power Start 1 actually really helps with Dr. Doom versus Null here, in my opinion. I wouldn't, unless I had one expiring, use an invuln for this fight, because you can, for the most part in this fight, you can kind of take hits to give yourself power. Null's not going to be able to hit you anywhere near hard enough to properly kill you. The main reason you'll get really hurt in this fight is if he just starts throwing the special ones all the time, they're unblockable, and you can't deal with the inverted controls. That's about the main way he's going to do some damage. So anyway, here, going to special 2, we're going to dex this. Obviously, I am armor break immune, so I don't need to worry about that at all. Here, just backdraft intercept quickly, get up to my special 3. Missed the mini game because I'm bad. I'm bad at the game. And yes, we're going to throw the special 3 here. The Doom cycle doesn't really need to be doubled, because once you get back to the special 2 of Dr. Doom, this fight is just so far over. It's crazy. We bait the special 2 here. And you're going to see I'm just going to kind of take my time. There I thought I was going to give him some, I would maybe get the dash back, but I didn't. He throws a special 1. Again, you can see there exactly what I mean about how much damage it does. Now I get the backdraft for the intercept, and the fight is done. Yeah, the damage that Null does to Doom, especially rank 4 level, is nothing. Okay, so 48 Sasquatch. Now, quick disclaimer, this fight, in my opinion, and also in Iron Patriot, who is a much, much better Doom player than what I am, a Power Start 1 would be your better grey boost, but for me personally with my account right now, I did actually have an invulnerability boost that was about to expire in like the next 24 hours, and it would currently be like the midweek war break, so it would just expire if I didn't use it. So I use it for this fight, just in case he decides to go absolutely crazy with special 3s, because if he goes into Wrath, he will. Now here I got mad confused because I saw 3 pre-fights, and it was only when I clicked on them, which is why you can see I was looking at them, I was trying to figure out what else was on it, because I knew that the white Magneto one should be applied, but I didn't know, or I didn't remember seeing the Mr. Fantastic ones or anything like that. So that did catch me off guard a little bit, but we can work through that, it's fine. So Doom here on Sasquatch, my main plan is to get him really close to the 30% mark with special 3s, pretty much alone, and combo attacks. And then when I get him down there, hopefully I'll be able to throw like a couple of special 3s pretty close together from the Doom cycle, put myself in a position to have 2 Furies, throw the special 2 straight away after that, and the Incinerates and everything else will tick him down the last 30% with no concerns. The main issue with a Sasquatch here, with Dr. Doom, who is a fantastic counter for this fight, by the way, is just that you have to watch the Wrath timing. So you can see here, he starts to look, the symbol for the Wrath is starting to change, and he actually activates it now. So I was a little bit like, just about perfect time for that unstoppable, but right now I'm just holding block while he's in Wrath. He can throw as many heavy attacks as he wants, I don't care. All I'm trying to do is just stop him throwing the special. That's all I want to do there. Just want to stop him throwing the special attack. Now, I'm going to throw the special 3 here. We're going to go into this and eventually come out of it. You can see we're on, what, 42%? So according to the game plan, we're getting pretty close. So my normal Doom cycle that I prefer to do, we're going to steal that Vigilance buff to give me a little bit more power. He's at around 30% here, but you see he's starting to regen. I'm not concerned about that. I'm going to knock him down again. I think at this point he only had 2, maybe 3 of the Wrath charges. So there was no way he was actually going to go back into Wrath. And we're going to come out of this. You see now he's down to less than 20. He is going to start regenning again, but that's just what it is. It's a decent regen too, look. But we're going to throw this, get the special 2, steal the Vigilance, throw the special 2, and this fight is over. In my opinion, a very clean, very nice showcase fight to show that Doom can quite easily cope with Sasquatch on 48, where he is very commonly placed. Yeah, sadly I didn't manage to get any of the scorecards, but we did lose quite handily to Salty. As I would expect, they're a very strong alliance, but good luck to them for the rest of the season, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.